Everybody rise and join me in a pledge of allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, you two don't sit. Let's go ahead and, we're gonna do the official portion here.
Get out of your way.
Out of here. You two would come over here, please, by the flag. Right. So when we get to the state your name.
I'll do my full.
Your individual names here. Okay?
Stand on this side, so then
Oh, okay.
walk.
Sure. According to
All right, please raise your right hand and repeat after me. I state your name,
I, Michael Upstate,
Elizabeth Liz Arnold.
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of New York,
and the Constitution of the State of New York,
and that I will faithfully discharge
And
that I will faithfully discharge
the duty of trustee
the duty of trustee
according to the best of my ability.
according to the best of my ability.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations. So,
You're the.
Oh, well. All right.
Next, Virginia, do you want to come up, Jonathan? Do you want to come up and get a photo with them?
Maybe I should have left the cat here or something.
You feel photo too? We get to see the front flag.
Yes, sir.
Okay, 1, 2, 3.
You didn't even cut your heads off either.
Not now.
Yeah.
I'm not like my grandmother, we had to guess what shoes you were wearing. Okay, now I just need one for Mike for the village dartboard, all right?
Dartboard.
Yes.
The village website. 1, 2, 3, there we go, so. All right, gotta get Virginia's approval on that one.
Oh, wow.
All right.
There you go.
Okay.
Are you good with your photo or do you want to?
I want to update my photo.
Okay.
Yes. I think you made me look my face shinier.
That way.
You know that's now.
It's on video.
Yeah, Jordan's looking over your shoulder.
Martin would approve, right? Yeah, that's fine.
Oh, no, Martin would prefer Abraham Lincoln, but.
That is true. That is true.
He's
That is
down
true.
here, so. All right, Liz, Elizabeth.
You can come back now.
She ran away.
That, congratulations.
You.
Oh, I love it again.
Oh.
Swearing, in, okay. In your packet, you should have, your appointments. This is a draft. Tim is not here, so I want to make sure we're all together before we approve these. So, please review the draft of your appointments. Let me know if you have any issues, concerns, or want to change before the next meeting. Okay?
So,
Also, I have the Village of Homer meeting dates for 2026 draft. Please review those and we will approve those at the next board meeting. We have some boards that we need to fill, but we have the other positions already confirmed. So if you have more board members like beautification, let us know. We have some empty slots on that. All right. That takes care of that. Now we will go into the formal portion of the meeting. All right. Looking to have a motion to approve the minutes from 12/9/2025.
I will make a motion to approve the minutes from 12/9/2025. Second that.
Any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? None heard. Motion carried. Next item, approve, authorize the payment of bills.
Gonna make a motion that we authorize the payment of the bills from the A fund vouchers number 1093 through 1144. In the amount of $90,830.76. From the F and G fund vouchers number 333 through 348. In the amount of $17,987.30. And from the TNA fund vouchers number 30 through 34 in the amount of $19,496.05.
I have a second.
Second?
Second.
Any discussion?
No.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? None heard?
Can I go back to minutes?
Yes.
Sorry, I just noticed, I apparently thanked myself for my service. I think it's supposed to say quarter in two places. So small thing,
We
but
will go back and make the proper addendums.
yeah. It was myself, I think, and McGrath both thanked. I think it was supposed to be.
Okay. All right. We will look at thank you for catching that.
Yeah.
We will look at the reports. We have the code report in front. While you were looking at that, our code enforcement officer, Kevin, is having some surgery done, so Adam Brown is filling in for him in his absence.
I'm gonna make a motion that we approve the code report.
Can I have a second?
I will second.
Any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? None heard, code is carried. DPW.
We'll make a motion that we approve the DPW report for December and to thank them for their very hard work keeping the streets passable.
Right, can I have a second?
Second.
Any discussion?
I was also gonna mention that I appreciated that there was less salt, like it was, but like not the dumping that I think sometimes happened before, and so I appreciate that as well.
They've been trying to be a little bit more,
Judicious, but it was still
right.
safe, exactly.
And also the light that went down between Homerman and Boys, we
Yes.
have to get a new head for that, so that is in the process. Okay, we have a motion, we have a second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? None heard. All right, fire department.
Make a motion to approve the fire department report. And I also just want to note in his report, Chief Riley specifically thanks Tim Maxon, who is going to be our new trustee. Who had to resign his position as president of the fire department for all of the work that Tim has devoted to that department over the last 15 years as president.
Yes. We also have Doug Van Etten, who is online with us tonight. He is the new fire department president. We had some sad news last year, with the passing of Malin Irish. It's been a rough year for the fire department. We lost Ralph Thornton, and we had two life members. One just recently passed away. So with that, Doug, do you have anything to add for the fire department?
Pat, no, thank you for acknowledging the loss of in Ralph Thornton. And we're mourning life members Mike McGee and Jerry Yakovon, who have passed here in just a couple weeks. It has been a long road to that. Personally, Pat, I appreciate you taking time swearing me in, and I look forward to serving the village and the fire department in this capacity. Thank you for the opportunity.
We're glad to have you. Okay, anything else with the fire department? You have a motion?
I'll second.
Do we have a motion? Did you move
Yes,
that?
I made a
Okay.
It was a little.
We have a motion, we have a second, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, any opposed? None heard, carried. Next up, we have the police department. And if you guys have any questions, we have our illustrious police chief with us.
Make a motion that we approve the December police report.
Second.
All right, discussion, I wanna, very busy, but we had a new thing this year, which was the train, the toy train that came through. And I want to say that was absolutely amazing, great turnout. We had some people that volunteered their time and cocoa and a Santa's chair. And it was a great, great turnout, and they're looking to come back next year, right, Chief?
Yes.
So, all right. Let's see. Okay, we have a motion. Do we have a second?
Second.
All right, any further discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? None heard.
You all set?
Yep. Thanks, Chief. Recreation. And I want to say that as we're looking at the recreation report, when we had the Santa Claus and the Light of My Life, it was really a team effort by everybody. We had the fire department,
Yep.
we had the police department, DPW helped out, rec department was there, I mean, just a full effort, and it was a great time. Okay, can I have a motion to accept the recreation department report?
So moved.
Can I have a second?
I'll second.
All right, any discussion? Oh, before I forget, so I think the father-daughter dance, February 7th, I think registration is open for that.
I did see that, yes.
Okay. And for those that are not in the village or town of Homer, I don't want you to be surprised by sticker shock, but non-resident fees are gonna be up. All in favor for recreation, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? None heard. Recreation carried. Water and sewer report.
It's busy.
Yeah.
Make a motion that we approve the water and sewer report for December.
I will second that.
Any other discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? None heard. Water and sewer carried. All right, privilege of the floor. Reed?
Good evening, everybody. It's good to be here. I won't take too much of your time because I think you all know me, and if you do, I'm sorry. New year means somewhat of a new legislature. By that, I mean we had our reorganization meeting this January where we have some committee memberships changing and that sort of thing. So I'm very pleased to report to you that for the next 2 years, I will be serving on the Ag and Planning Environment Committee as well as the Finance and Administration Committee. Particularly excited about the Finance Committee appointment because that will enable me to have a little bit more of a direct say on some of the fiscal decisions that the county continues to make. And hopefully rein in some avenues that I see as some spending changes that we need to make in the upcoming 2 years. I want to bring to your attention 2 meetings that are coming up here in the month of January that would be of interest to all of you, I believe. January 20th, 4 p.m. At the Living History Center is going to be a Micron Summit. The purpose of this summit, it'll be about an hour and a half or so. And it's going to feature some guest speakers from a similar manufacturing industry that has come into central New York and will be here to speak to us about the potential benefits and what we need to be thinking about as Micron continues to grow in the Clay area. So I will be there and would highly encourage all of you to consider attending if you are so able. As well as January 22nd, 8 a.m. This will be at the McNeil Hub. This is going to be a community discussion on the forthcoming changes to the occupancy tax law. And this is actually going to be hosted by the Finance Chair, Kathy Bischoff, and Legislative Chairman Kevin Fitch. The purpose of that meeting is to solicit community input on thoughts for the use of those occupancy tax dollars as the county looks to make policy changes with those dollars. So would really encourage you, despite the 8 a.m. early start time. I think there will be food, but don't quote me on that. But I do encourage you to attend that meeting. Beyond that, there are ongoing discussions about property tax exemptions, both for senior citizens as well as veterans, given that there's been some changes in state law regarding those exemptions. So there are some discussions that are ongoing in finance committee as to how should we incorporate that as a county. Other than that, that is all I have. For one more point, sort of a point of personal privilege is that having finished my graduate school training and transitioning into a new daytime job. I anticipate that there will be some professional development needs that I'll be needing to attend to over the next few months. That being said, I'm going to begin submitting some memos to you as a group based on our legislative progress. Those will probably occur on a bi-weekly basis. So if there's any night that I cannot be here in person, you will have that memo as my report to you as to what is ongoing in my personal initiatives. And if there's ever a night where I'm not here, you can always, please feel free to reach out and inquire as to what's going on and want more details. So that's all I got for you. Thanks.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
Okay, anybody else for privilege of the floor? All right, old business. We have our illustrious village historian with more stories from central New York.
I came from under old.
Yeah.
business. I was like,
What
is it wrong? Is that everything?
What do you think?
I
What are you-
was
what are
it's
you
about
implying?
history, right? That's the-
So yes, book number 2 out of hopefully what will be 3. If I live long enough. Not running out of any stories. The first one, of course, was The Heart of Central New York. And that had on the cover the village insignia. This one is more stories, The Heart of Central New York, and this has the town's official seal. I'll figure out what the third one's gonna have, probably the Center for the Arts or the Homer newspaper, which made my platform possible to continue teaching in a different situation. So, as a firm believer that none of you should be sitting here who know nothing about the history of the place you represent, I'm gonna say that you get copies.
Awesome. I was actually gonna go buy one.
At the next meeting, there'll be a 10-question quiz.
Are these,
Those are hard.
are these signed?
That's what I was gonna ask. Because, you know. Thank you so fancy.
And those that don't have the first one, Amazon. Yeah, or pick the Babin Company.
Okay. It's gonna
Great.
Got all
have- they'll have-
my books, yeah. You don't have one yet either.
Oh, well, thank you very much.
You know. And you'll notice on the back, the people who gave me blurbs. I know exactly how to politically line things up, don't I? Oh, I'm missing here. You didn't, yeah, you've got one? Another one? I gotta get rid of it. Where's the lawyer?
Yeah, that's all here.
Where's the lawyer?
Can't give them away.
What? Brian, do you want a copy of my
Bring it
book? You don't, okay. And with that, see, it proves, folks, I don't have to be long-winded. Got another meeting to go to, I'm already late.
Thank
Thank
you.
you very
Thank
much.
you.
You're welcome. Appreciate it.
That's all.
Okay, moving on, we have new business, approve a Newton Waterworks sewer relief for 4 Balmoral Way. We do have a policy on this. Take care.
The motion that we approve the water bill change that request for 4 Balmoral Way, as it seems to be in accordance with our policy.
Have a second.
I will second.
Any other discussion?
Just to confirm, this is within our policy.
Yes, generally, so if it's caught, all right, the person is notified, they make the correction. They submit a formal request like this, nothing fancy, just says that they rectified the situation. We confirm it, and then we make the adjustments. And but it has to, it's generally it's a one-time thing.
Mhm.
All right, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? None heard, carried. All right, approve village clerk Dan Egner and account clerk Melissa Marshall as registrar and deputy registrar of vital statistics.
That guy.
Yes.
You sure?
I would like a motion for that, please.
I make a motion to approve Dan and Melissa as registrar and deputy registrar of vital statistics.
Okay, can I have a second?
Second.
All
Thanks.
right, all in favor, discussion, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? None heard, carried. All right, approve the Winterfest banner. What was that in here?
Make a motion that we approve the hanging of the Winterfest banner. Winterfest is in 2 weeks.
Yes, it is.
Can I have a second?
Second.
Any further discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? None heard. Banner is approved. All right. Stamps are going up, cost of stamps are going up, and in the past, the village has anybody that requested a return receipt, we would just mail it back to them. This is starting to become cost prohibitive. And we are going to follow what many other municipalities do, which is if you want a your copy of your property tax receipts, you need to send a stamped self-addressed envelope in, and then we will send it back. So I'm looking for a motion that we approve this policy change.
Make a motion that we approve the policy change so that residents send a stamped self-addressed envelope when they mail in property taxes and want a receipt for their payment.
Can I get a second?
I'll second. I have a question.
Discussion?
I'll just note that plenty of people come and pay in person, which saves you 2 stamps if you don't want that receipt.
Yeah.
Yeah, can we, do we also offer emailing it to them? Like scanning it and sending it via email?
Not at this time.
Okay. Thought that would save money as well.
Give the kids a check.
Yeah,
Some people just want,
I
it's-
get the, but
any other discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? None heard?
Just for the record, we do email receipts from time to time when asked.
Okay.
perfect.
So sad news is Maureen Hoy has retired. With that, we need to approve the removal of Maureen Hoy as an authorized signer at the Bank of Dryden. Can I get a motion?
So moved.
Can I get a second?
Second.
Any other discussion? Do we need to add Nikki?
We'll do that next time.
Okay. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? None heard, motion carried. With that, I will say that we have a new clerk. Named Nikki. This was her third day. Second official day, yeah. She is fitting in quite well, I think. So if you stop by, make sure you say hi. All right, next up. Accept the Glenwood Cemetery donation. I have to say that this was a class act on her part. And I don't have anything else to add. I get a motion.
I make a motion that we accept this donation to Glenwood Cemetery.
Can I get a second?
Second.
Any other discussion? All in favor, say aye. Aye. Any opposed? None heard. All right, now for the meat and potatoes, of which Jack and Cindy are really here for.
Talking about Winterfest, actually.
All right. Some of the things to keep in mind that drove our budget this year was that with the sales tax reduction, we lost $110,000 in revenue. The secondary effect was that when Cortlandville lost their portion, they pretty much axed their recreation contracts. Last year that amounted to, that would have been 26,000 for us. This year is budgeted to be 36. So we either lost 136 or $146,000 of revenue, depending upon how you want to look at that. In addition to that, we had increased expenses. We budgeted for an audit, which we have not had in some time, and which with the large turnover, it is a great time and what we should do. We have some increased costs in lighting. We have $160,000 change in insurance. The 33 did the math, and with the increased tipping fees from $90 to $105 per ton, that will relate to about a $33,000 increase for us. We had a $5.5 thousand increase in state retirement and a $56,000 increase in police retirement. All told, with the increased expenses, came to about 376,000.3. And then adding the revenue reduction and the increased expenses, that came to $512,000 delta swing in our budget. Considering our budget is only about 4.7 million, including our effing water and sewer, that is a very significant chunk, okay? What we did this year is we gave our employees a 2.7% increase. All right. We can have the greatest equipment in the world, but if we don't have employees to move it, it just sits there. So we have great employees. I would love to give them more, but this is what we could do. And with that, you guys have the draft proposed budget. We'll start with the expenses. I'm just going to highlight, so the Board of Trustees foregoed any increase in pay and did some reductions. We came to a 53 0.5% reduction for the board. If the board is not going to take a salary increase, neither will I. And found some other things and was able to cut 15% off the mayor's budget line. The clerk actually saw a 6.9% increase, but that was only because we had to add in $20,000 for an audit. If we did not have the $20,000 in there, that would have been a decrease as well. Our attorney services stayed flat. Thank you, Fran.
Oh, yeah.
No
problem.
We reduced our engineering. Our fire station saw, now our fire department is broken into two parts. We have the fire station and the fire department itself. The fire station saw a reduction of 26%. Our insurances, which include fire insurances, went up 10.67%. Our police went up 6.5% because there's our police officers have opted to unionize, and so we have to have some money in there for labor contracts. The fire department itself saw an 18.3% increase. Now, our fire department revenues come partly from the town of Homer, the town of Scott, and ourselves. Our fire department has, and the village board has been very adamant about right-sizing our fleet. We have another truck that's coming in that will replace 2 trucks that will be going out. And that reflects some part of that here. Dog control expenses went up 2%, and that is strictly because we gave our dog control officer a 2.7% salary increase. Everything else was flat. Streets is broken down into multiple sections, but overall it saw a 12 12.6% reduction. And snow removal saw a 9.87% reduction. Street lighting, we had an issue with accounting, and that's why we have a, this was part of a NIPA
Like a project LED conversion.
NIPA project LED conversion. We are seeing cost savings on the electric usage on the, that part, but, we didn't have the, what's the other part, the conversion properly accounted for. So that saw a significant increase. As you guys see on the, trustee job descriptions, I've got a couple ACE trustees that are gonna be overseeing part of that. I know, so sexy. Parks saw a decrease of 15%. And playgrounds, a reduction in 6.65%. However, our recreation director is very good about finding funds, and we have been able to do this without any reduction in services or programming. For those, we do have programs for the aging. We moved that budget line over into the recreation department because Andrew, our recreation director, has been handling all of that. And so it just made sense to put that budget line under adult services for the recreation department. So if anybody, because we will have this out, and if anybody's looking through it and they're gonna see, well, they zeroed out the programs for the aging, we must not like our senior residents. That is not the case. We're just putting it to a budget line where it makes more sense, since Andrew's already doing it anyways. Zoning personnel, we saw a reduction there as we right-sized some contracts. Refuse and garbage, it's a 10.43% increase. As I said, between the tipping fee increase and inflation overall, that's where we're at. We reduced beautification, but we still have enough in there for plenty for the flowers and other things. I'm gonna be hoping we get some beautification members on the committee that can think creatively on what we can do. Shade trees, this is gonna hurt. Generally, last year, we budgeted $105,000 for it. This year, we are budgeting only $10,000. We are really gonna have to look at going from cutting the whole tree down to tree trimming. But I still want us, we still qualify for Tree City USA. Tree City USA requires a $2 per capita investment in that. We have about 3,200 residents. You can do the math. We added a little bit more, so we will meet that criteria. It's a minimum criteria, we will hit it. Next, we have the grants. We've made some adjustments there. Dan is going to be on those like a hawk. And one of the things that we are doing is we are making sure that, so a lot of people will tell us to the board, why don't we just get more grants? Here's the problem with grants. Especially with grants from the state, first you gotta get them. Then we have to front the cost. And then the state, in its own time of choosing, will decide when they want to reimburse us. State legislature just went into session. We are already being advised that money spent now, expect about 6 to 7 months before you get reimbursed. For those of us that are looking at cash flow, that is a significant issue. When we had the issue with our linear park, we were in negotiations for years to get our money back. So grants are not always a panacea for the problems. On top of that, some of the grants have a match. For example, we've got our comprehensive plan, which we're starting now. We've got the steering committee, they're reaching out. That's $85,000, 83 and change.
8,500, about 10% of that.
But ours is a 10% match. So that's still money that we have to front when we're doing our budgeting. So you'll see that in the community development agencies, those funds that we have to front. Now, some of them are flat out expenditures that we will not get back. Others, we will get some of it back, and you will see that on the revenue side, but it is not a one for one. Cemeteries, that is a overall 7% reduction. Employee benefits, you will see that is where that is a 33% increase, and the medical insurance is a 76% increase. Overall, for our tentative 26-27 budget, we are looking at a proposed budget from just our A fund of $3.9 million. It's a decrease of 72,000 or a 1.8%, 1.8 point, what? I can get this 1.82% decrease. Okay. All right, so we'll go over to our revenue side. We are going to have to increase property taxes with this by 8%. I know that's a scary number. What that equates to is for somebody that has a house evaluated at assessed at $250,000, they will see a $189.33 tax increase. For somebody that has a house assessed at $150,000, they will see a $113.59 tax increase. For somebody who has a $100,000 assessed value home, that is a $75.73 tax increase for the year. All right, moving on to water and sewer, our F and G funds. So, I'm sorry, to go back to our revenues. So with our cuts and our 8%, we were managed to even it out at a balanced budget of $3,905,905. Any questions on the A fund before I move into the water and sewer fund? All right, looking at the F and G or water and sewer fund. So we saw a slight uptick. 5.8% uptick in the water administration. Part of that is mostly that was salaries. The source of supply, lights, heat, equipment. We initially wanted to be more aggressive on the reserve. We had to cut that down to $10,000 for the reserve, but that is mostly where we're seeing our increase. A lot of our pumps, our water and sewer team does a great job of keeping it maintained. Matter of fact, it hurts us when we apply for grants because they look at it and go, "You're doing okay." Just because we're doing okay doesn't mean we can't be prepared. So the 10,000 is to help shore up our reserves. The purification, we saw a decrease, and that's because we had extra. They were over prepared, so we will balance it out this year. The other thing was, this is water. Okay. That's pretty much it for the water expenses. We are looking at a 15% increase for water rates. Sewer. I'd like to commend the sewage treatment plant. They're keeping their rates flat this year, which will help us. Again, with sewer, the biggest thing is that we have increased the equipment reserve by $48,000, which accounts for the 76% increase. Again, one thing you don't want is you do not want a sewer pump to die on you and not be able to replace it. All right, leave all the sewage puns there. Everything else is fairly flat. Okay. So the G funds proposed revenue is $744,425. The expenditures is $744,425. The sewer fund is balanced, the water fund is balanced at $402,530. All right. Questions on the budget? And I will open this, well, first of all, this is the draft budget. This will be available to everybody. And we will have a copy on the desk in the office. We will have the public hearing for this at the next board meeting, second meeting in January, at which time we will have the public hearing and we will vote on it. So feel free to ask questions, look at it, and go from there. Our department heads are aware of this. They understand the challenges that we face. And they are more than capable of handling this, so. All right. And where did I put my agenda? Let's see. Second, there's that nice. All right. Comments by the attorney.
Not that I'm pushing, but I think you have to reappoint me if you want. That's up to you.
I am reappointing
I gotta make a
Fran.
motion,
If
I'm pushing.
anybody has a problem with it, too bad.
You gotta have a motion. Second.
All right.
Appreciate it.
Can I have a motion to reappoint Frank Casula as our village attorney?
I will make a motion to reappoint Karen Pisula as our village attorney.
Can I have a second?
Second that.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Good.
Thanks. The only other thing, at the board, we don't have to go into executive session tonight, but we do have to go in briefly for attorney-client privilege.
Okay.
Adjourn the meeting and go into client privilege.
Okay. Comments by board members. Mike?
Wow. No, nobody knows. First of all, I'm excited to be here. Thank you to the residents who entrusted me with this position. I'm going to do my level best to work on behalf of the village and its best interest. I'd also like to note that I attended. I was going to say the privilege of attending, but that's not the right word. The honor of attending Malin Irish's services, and I want to commend Chief Riley, Chief Pittman, everybody who was involved in putting on such a tremendous tribute to a pillar of the community. So it was an honor to be there, and they did a great job.
Liz?
I guess it's an awesome honor to be here now officially, I guess. And happy to continue representing the residents. I guess that my comment related to budget stuff is of simply saying thank you to you, to Dan, everyone, all the department heads for it may not be as visible to everyone, but hours and hours and hours have been spent trying to figure this out to the best degree possible. And I know it's not the happiest place we have landed. However, I wanted to make sure everyone knows how much time is spent to try to get to this to be as streamlined as possible. So I want to say thank you.
I'm gonna echo some of what Liz said, and again, thanks to the mayor the department heads, to Dan, to Mary Ellen. We're going over everything with a fine tooth comb to see what we could do to preserve services, to keep the jobs here, to not lay off our wonderful employees, and to not overburden the taxpayers. Homer, this is a really lousy budget year. I'm sorry that we don't have more that we could celebrate that we're going to spend money on. But you know, this is the time to tighten our belts and to look at the fiscal realities that our residents face, the position that we're in because of decisions that took place outside of this village, but that we have to live with, and continue to maintain services that we all need to keep us safe, to keep our water flowing, and also to make this such a wonderful village to live in. So I appreciate the time that you've spent. I appreciate you going over everything in such detail tonight for everyone. And yes, it's been a long process. And I also want to note that in addition to having to resign his spot as the president of the fire department, Tim Maxon was also a member of the Homer Rec Committee, so he's gonna have to step down from that. We are looking for new rec members, so if there's anyone listening who is interested in being part of the rec committee, send a message to me or to Andrew. We would love to have you. We also lost our youth member a few months ago when she went off to college, so if you know a young person who wants to participate in the rec planning, the members meet for a monthly committee meeting, they go over the programming, they talk about what we could do differently. And then often volunteer their time to make things like the father-daughter dance or the Halloween parade or other Homer events to run more smoothly. So if you know someone who's interested, please reach out.
Okay, I forgot I had some more items for general discussion, but the fire department received were gifted a self-contained breathing apparatus recharger. That's great news. The downside is it requires 3-phase wiring. So they have it in their budget. It's gonna cost $12,438, $5,000 from National Grid, $7,000 for the electrical work. They have it in their budget. I would like a motion to authorize them to move forward.
I'll make a motion to authorize them to move forward with the apparatus.
Second.
Go ahead.
Thank you.
I'll take it. I'll second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Approved. All right. Oh, Martin already left. Dang it. All right. This year is gonna be the 250th anniversary. The Senate sends something out about opportunities for grants. I am gonna hand this to Martin. I will see him tomorrow night, so rest assured.
The United States.
Yes,
Yes.
yeah. I will pass this around. I will read this. This came from Kevin Whitney, the deputy fire coordinator. And I will read this out. So dated January 6th to the Village of Homer Mayor. Dear Mary Clune, on behalf of the Malin Irish Junior family and as an outside observer, I want to express my admiration for your amazing village and its dedicated leaders. This letter addresses several events that have recently taken place. First, I want to commend Chief Pittman, Chief Riley, Deputy Chief Stockwin, and President Maxon for their invaluable leadership during the funeral detail. Their efforts brought great honor to Malin and the entire village. The successful execution of such a significant event was an insurmountable task, and they performed admirably. I was immensely proud to work alongside your staff, and the support from both you and the community did not go unnoticed. You are indeed fortunate to have such talented and dedicated leaders. Additionally, I extend my appreciation to Recreation Supervisor Pierce and everyone involved in naming the ice rink. It was a class act and well-deserved. I fondly remember Ralphie always attending to the ice, another incredible spirit and servant of the Homer Fire Department and community. You and your board have much to be proud of. Keep up the great work. Sincerely, Kevin Whitney, Deputy Fire Coordinator. So thank you, Kevin. It was appreciated. All right. Dog report is that the dog control officer inspection report was completed and we passed with flying colors. So I think it's a stealth report. All right, finally. Code of ethics, one for you, one for you, and One for you. So this is in our village employee handbook. It is mandatory during organizational meetings to make sure that we are all adhering to the highest of ethics and standards. And also, even if you did not receive that, does not excuse you. The book says that as well.
Yes.
So, for our residents, I want to welcome our newest board member. And as we are discussing the budget, the village has been forward planning, understanding that revenues fluctuate. One of the benefits of the DRI, and how do you help with your revenues? You increase the tax base, you bring in business, you make it an environment that people want to be here. You have housing. The village had a plan, has a plan, and is executing its plan. It just, these outside events occurred quicker than we could provide. We have a new hotel going in, based off the DRI. That is going to increase the tax base. That is going to create jobs. That is going to bring outside people in to spend money in our village and community and bring in outside dollars. So we're just not fleecing our own to, it's always better when we can have outside dollars. We are building housing at the north end. We should see the V Street Arbor Flats this year. All right, that's going to increase housing. We are working on our walkability. We are still working on our streets. We are funded through CHIPS, so we will be doing paving. We are funded for the sidewalk, so we'll be doing the sidewalk. We will be seeing some other things, maybe not the grand big projects that everybody likes, but some of the smaller projects. The bus shelter is going to get painted this year. We have the paint, we have the labor. We're going to work on the rec building. We will be working on some of the parks on those areas that we can. So just because we had to cut some big numbers does not mean that we're going to go into our shell. We're just going to be more creative, and we're going to make sure that we use the assets that we have to get things done. As always, what makes the village is the people in the village. All right, with that, I think I covered most of my notes. If not, we will have another meeting at the end of the month. I will open this up for questions from the media. Jack or Sydney?
No questions.
You guys made a copy of the draft budget. Absolutely.
Oh, yeah, same.
No, you said you had no questions.
Sorry.
Yeah, we have, yeah,
One of them.
so. Well, like I said, we'll be posting that as well.
It'll be
All
on
right.
the website, when it,
It'll be up on the website,
Treasurer's page.
treasurer's page.
Don't mind my scribbles.
Jack, any other questions, Jack?
I'm good, thank you.
Sydney, and I'm sorry I didn't get back to you with Victor's information. I apologize. Reed, you're here too.
Looking forward to working with our new board members, really am, and. Yeah, there's no beating around the bush and saying that a lot of these fiscal decisions have come from the county. That's quite clear. And in my capacity, what I try to do my very best is to maintain open lines of communication with each and every one of you as to the decisions that are coming down the pipe well in advance. And as always, my policy is open door. So anybody at any time, regardless of party, regardless of if it's a question, if it's a complaint, if it's encouragement, don't care, want to hear from you and want to work with you. So looking forward to the year ahead and collaborating together as always.
Any other questions, issues, complaints? All right, we need to go into attorney-client privilege.
You can adjourn and we can go.
Okay, so I would like a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
How's it, really, folks? You want to keep going? I have a motion. Do I have a second?
I'll say.
All in favor, say aye.